driving at night. There's something about the empty roads and the solitude that brings me peace. It's a time when the world slows down and I can escape the chaos of everyday life. But little did I know that one fateful night, my peaceful drive would turn into a horrifying nightmare. It was a moonless night, and the darkness seemed to swallow the road ahead. I had just finished a late-night shift and was heading home. The radio played soft tunes, adding to the eerie ambiance. As I drove further into the night, a thick fog began to roll in, obscuring my vision. I slowed down, gripping the steering wheel tightly, trying to navigate through the dense mist. Suddenly, my headlights illuminated a figure standing on the side of the road. Startled, I swerved to avoid hitting them, my heart pounding in my chest. As I passed, I stole a quick glance in the rearview mirror, but there was no one there. Confused and shaken, I brushed it off as a trick of the misty darkness and continued my journey. Minutes turned into hours, and the fog showed no signs of lifting. My anxiety grew with every passing mile. That's when I noticed a peculiar sound, a soft scratching coming from the trunk of my car. I furrowed my brow, my mind racing with possibilities. I pulled over to the side of the road and got out, my heartbeat echoing in my ears. Opening the trunk, I was greeted by an unsettling sight. A tattered, blood-stained cloth was lying on top of my belongings. Fear gripped me as I realized that something was terribly wrong. I slammed the trunk shut and hurried back into the car, my hands trembling on the steering wheel. As I resumed my drive, the scratching sound grew louder, more persistent. Panic consumed me, and I desperately searched for a place to seek refuge. I spotted a dimly lit gas station up ahead and pulled into the empty parking lot. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows, intensifying the feeling of dread that hung in the air. Summoning all my courage, I stepped out of the car and made my way towards the entrance. The door creaked open, and the gas station attendant emerged from the shadows. His eyes were vacant, devoid of any emotion, and a sinister smile crept across his face. I froze, trapped by his gaze, unable to look away. "Welcome," he whispered, his voice sending shivers down my spine. "You've come to the right place." Without warning, he lunged at me, his hands extended like claws. I stumbled backward, desperately trying to escape his grasp. Adrenaline surged through my veins as I fought to break free. In the chaos that ensued, I managed to break away from the gas station attendant's grip. I sprinted towards my car, the sound of his maniacal laughter echoing behind me. With trembling hands, I fumbled for my keys and jumped into the driver's seat, slamming the door shut. As I sped away from the gas station, the scratching sound returned, louder than ever. I glanced in the rearview mirror and saw a ghastly figure sitting in my back seat, its eyes gleaming with malice. The realization hit me like a punch to the gut. I had unknowingly picked up a malevolent hitchhiker. Terrified, I raced through the night, desperately trying to shake off the sinister presence. But no matter how fast I drove, the figure remained, its haunting presence suffocating me. It whispered chilling threats into my ear, promising unimaginable horrors. Finally, with a burst of courage, I swerved off the road and crashed the car into a tree, hoping to end the nightmare. The was jarring, and darkness enveloped me. When I woke up, I found myself lying in a hospital bed, surrounded by concerned faces. The doctors told me I had been in a terrible accident. consumed me during that ill-fated drive. And I caution those who dare to venture into the darkness of the night to be wary of the horrors that may lurk just beyond the reach of your headlights.